Hello everybody and welcome back to Sin City Living. This is Jason. I'm trying a little something new since I've got to mess around with the cameras and play around a little bit since my sound system's out for the old camera. And since this is kind of a special episode, I figured I'd give something new a shot. So here we go. This is actually my birthday. Today is my birthday, 45th birthday, which I find pretty crazy because I remember when I was making fun of my dad for his 40th birthday. That seems like just yesterday, and yet here I am, 45. So I figured today I'd go ahead and just do one of our more popular types of videos and throw it up there for you guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do an analysis of 6 of the most popular, most commonly played crap strategies. I am not, well, 5 of the most popular, most commonly played, and one that's fairly underrated. It does get played, but not super common. Now, obviously, I'm taking out all the super complicated hedge this, hedge that, most of the regressions, because honestly, they're not all that played. Really, it kind of boils down to really 3 or 4 strategies that are played all the time, every single day by the majority of our players. Same bets, iron cross and its variants, mid press, power press. Mid press, power press are the 2 most popular, followed by iron cross and its variants, and then same bet. So what I'm going to do an analysis of 3 of the strategies, and I'm going to analyze them under our usual 15, 30, 45, and 60 rolls. So that is 7. And then I'm going to keep track of that, then I'll put it aside. I'll do the next 3. And then after that, we'll discuss all of them together. So let me grab my notes real quick. And more importantly, let me grab some chips. Alrighty, so the first 3 strategies that we're going to do the criminally underrated press 1 unit. We're going to do the mid press, and then we are going to do the regress after 1. Now, because of that, I'm not going to start at 10 or 15 like I usually do. I'm going to go ahead and start at 160 across. Start at the greens because actually no. You know what? I am going to start at 50. I'm going to start at $15 minimum bet, except for the regress. The regress will start at 160 across, and they will regress after 1 hit each. So grab some more chips. So I said 15, right? By some miracle, my birthday managed to land on my day off today. I'm not sure how that happened, but I am not going to argue anyway. Definitely wasn't going to go picking up any shifts, that's for sure. So I figured I'd go ahead and film this video for you guys. A little birthday celebration. Oh, by the way, thank you to, couldn't quite interpret the screen name, but thank you to whoever it was that gave us that tip the other day on one of our videos. Very appreciated. Actually, haven't had anybody buy us a coffee in probably 3 or 4 months, so that was the first time anybody except for our two main biggest fans have tipped us any, so we definitely appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. All right, so here we go. We've got 160 across, which is going to regress down after 1 hit. Then we've got 96 across, and it's going to go mid press and press 1 unit. So we're just going to kind of go down the line. Since I don't have the iron cross in this particular one, I don't need to worry about the field, so I'm just going to go to the 4 through the 10. So statistically, now some of these are going to be a little oddball, like we'll have one that we'll do twice here and once over here or something like that. That's because statistically it would happen 1.5 times. So since it's going to happen 1.5 times, we're just going to go ahead and do 2 for one, 1 for the other. Once we go to 30, where statistically they'll happen twice each or 3 times each, then one of them will just do 1 more hit, the other one will do 2 more hits. So it all balances out. And that's going to happen on the 15 and on the 45 rolls without a 7. So the 4, 1.5 times. So we're going to do the 4 twice, and we're going to do the 10 once. So looking at it, we've got the regress after 1. So this player is going to regress down to $15. the first hit. And then typically people that do regressions, they're not saying better, so we don't have to worry about that. So we're going to go with a mid-press strategy because that's what a lot of them end up shifting over to. So that's going to pay 27 at most places because it's not a buy yet. And there we go. Now the second player is the mid-press player. So this mid-press player is going to immediately go to the 27 or to the 25. And then they're going to throw in the dollar. And mid-press players on the 4 and 10 usually just press because you're collecting half and you're pressing half, so why not? Next we've got the press 1 unit player who is going to get paid their $27, press it up 1, collect the rest, and then the next time around they're going to get paid $39. They can go ahead and throw in a dollar for 40. Hell, they can throw in 11 for 50. And they go up to a quarter. There we go. Now the 5. The 5 is statistically going to roll 2 times each on 15 rolls without a 7. Right, the 5 and the 9. So first we have our press 1, or I'm sorry, our regress after 1. So regresses down after the first hit. And then going to a mid-press situation, go up to a quarter. Whereas we've got the mid-presser who's going to instantly go up to a quarter. And then the second time they're going to go up to 36. Then we've got our press 1 unit player. They just go up to 20. And then after that, they're going to go up to 25. There we go. 4 and 5 are done. So the 6. The 6 is going to pay 35 for this player. Now they're going to regress down. So they're going to regress down to 18 and keep the rest. Then after that, the second hit. Okay, and the 6 is going to roll 3 times in this situation. We'll do the 8 twice because, again, they're in a 2.5 times thing. So that's 2. And then the next time around, they throw in their $2 and they go up to 42. The mid-presser would simply be a beat ahead of that. 42 after the second hit. And on the third hit, they're going to go up to 60. Then we've got our press 1 unit player. First hit, second hit, and then the third hit. Now typically, at a certain point, people that do the press 1 unit method will switch to a power press, but we're not going to do that. Let's clean this up a little bit. This one up a little bit. And clean this one up a little bit. Try to keep it somewhat clean as we go. So now the 8. So in this situation, like we said, the 8 will roll twice. So on the first hit, our regression player is going to come down to 18 on the first hit, and on the second hit, they bring it right back up to 30, because they're in a mid-press situation. Meanwhile, our mid-presser goes straight to 30, then 42, oh, and they just have those 2 hits, and that's it. Almost forgot, just 2 hits on the 8 this time around. And then the press 1 unit player. They go up to 24, then they're going to go up to 30. And now, like we said, the 9 is going to roll twice. It's going to roll 2 times. So, first time around, this player is going to regress themselves down to 15. Second time around, they're going to go up to a quarter. Mid-presser is going to go straight to a quarter. They're going to collect their $11. Second time around, they're going to throw in a buck, go to 36. And the press 1 unit player. Press 1 unit player goes straight to 20. And then they go straight to 28 or 25. Alrighty. I'm running out of green. So then we get to the 10. We said the 10 is just going to roll one time because we said, you know, the whole 1.5 times each between the 4 and the 10. So the 10 is going to roll one time, so they can throw in their dollar and they can throw in their 15. The first hit. And then the second, oh, I'm sorry, there won't be a second hit. Not this time around. Mid-presser is going to go ahead and throw in their dollar, go to the quarter, and the press 1 unit player is going to get paid 27. They can just throw in the red. And there we go. So we have 15 rolls without a 7. Take a look. Don't forget, guys, anybody that's interested, fans of books, authors, the wife and I started a channel where all we do is just talk about our favorite books, our favorite authors, and do some book reviews, stuff like that. So, you know, if you guys are interested, just check it out. Give us a like or subscribe down below. Would be really kind of you. Or at least follow the link below and give us a like or subscribe. And as we're trying to grow this one up, just a big passion project of ours. We seriously have 9 or 10 crammed full bookshelves in our house, and that's only because we got rid of about 60% of our books when we moved. So we got a lot of books, and that's what we do. We read. That's pretty much all we do. I work, I film this stuff, and I read. That's it. Okay, so after 15 rolls without a 7, the player that is doing a regression strategy has $381 in front of them. The player that is doing the mid-press has $230 in front of them. And the player that is just pressing up 1 unit has $259 in front of them. Amazingly enough, press 1 unit is the second best. Now let's look at what they have on the table. So on the table, the regressor is almost back, is actually back up to their original. They took a hit, regressed down, and then they mid-pressed themselves back up. So instead of 160 across, they have that extra 12 here. So they actually have 172 on the table as well. So they've got $381 in the rail and 172 on the table. So the mid-presser has 72 right here, plus 60 is 132, plus 42 is 174, plus 75, which would be $249 on the table, and 230 in their rails. Press 1 unit player has 75, 95, 125, 161. They have $161 on the table. So looking at it, pressing 1 unit has $259 in cash in the rail and $161 on the table for $420 roughly. $420 total, that is theirs if they wanted to take it all down, walk away, go buy their husband something nice. Especially if it happens to be their birthday. The mid-press player has $230 in the rail. They also have $249 on the table. That gives them $479 to do whatever they want with. Take it home, go, run, have fun. The regress after 1 hit player is sitting on $381 plus $172. So that puts them at $553 total. They have $553. They can do whatever the heck they want to do with it. Take it home, go, again, buy your husband something nice, especially if it's their birthday. And otherwise, stay tuned, guys. We're about to do the up to 50 rolls. I can't believe I said up to 50 rolls. We're going to do up to 30 rolls. We're going to do the other 15 rolls. I swear I haven't been drinking, guys. I promise. All right, so let's take a look going for the next 15 rolls. So now the 4 is only going to roll 1 time. So the press 1 unit player can throw in their dollar to throw in their dollar, and then throw in the red to press it up. The mid-presser doesn't have a whole lot of options. They don't have a whole lot of dollars here to throw in. So they press up to 100. And the press 1 unit player, they can go ahead and do the same thing. They can throw in $6 and press it up 1 unit while collecting. I actually need to back this back up. Dollar back. Okay, so this player's in a mid-press situation, so they throw in the dollar, they press it up that way. Sorry, for some reason I put press 1 unit over there. So that's the 4. Quick, easy, done. Exactly how we like it. Quick and easy. All right, so looking at the 5 now, the 5 and the 9 both are going to roll 2 more times. So again, the regressor is in a mid-press strategy right now. So we'll go ahead and put them up to 35. After that, the second time around, they're going to go up to 40. I did that the long way. I don't know why. Smart way would be 54 for 5. All right. And then we've got the mid-presser. Mid-presser is just going to go straight up to 50. And then after that, we're going to go to 75 and collect the rest. And then we've got the press 1 unit player. Press 1 unit player will, shockingly, press 1 unit. Bet you didn't see that one coming. And then the next time around, they are going to, also shockingly, press a 1 unit. And there we go. So the 6 is going to roll 2 more times, while the 8 is going to roll 3 more times. So this player is in a mid-press situation. So first roll, and then second roll, mid-presser. First roll, and second roll. First roll, they go from 60 to 90. Second roll, they go from 90 to 150. Now, some mid-pressers are going to go from 90 to 120, but at that point, you're not really a mid-presser. You're more of a press 1 unit type of player because they tend to look at the green as a unit. So, press 1 unit player, speaking of which, they are going to go up to 42. And then after that, they're going to go up to 48. I'll clean all this up in just a second. Now the 8, 3 more times. 3 more times. Oh, forgot to actually cap that. 8 will roll 3 more times. So the first time around, go to 42. Second time around, go to 60. Third time around, going to 90. And that deals with the player that regressed and is now in a mid-press situation. Now the mid-presser, 3 more times. So first hit, going up to 60. Now most of you guys should already know the rest of this progression. Second hit is going to go up to 90. And then the third hit is going to go to 150. And our press 1 unit player. They can just throw in the dollar to go up. First hit, second hit pays 42. Go to 42. And the third hit, let me clean some of this up. Third hit, they can throw in a dollar to get paid 50. And then they can just throw in the $6. That'd be the easiest for them. So we're not loading them up. And there we go. Now, the 9. The 9, first hit, it's going to roll twice. Remember, it's going to roll twice. So first hit, go to 35. Second hit, throw in the dollar. Go to 50. Give myself a quick cleanup over here. That should give me enough ammunition. All right, so first hit, press 1 unit. Goes up right there. Second hit, press 1 unit. Goes up that way. I completely forgot the mid-presser. Mid-presser, first hit. And then second hit. There we go. Now the 10 is going to roll 2 times under our scenario. So this player is into a mid-press situation, so they go up to a quarter the first time, and the second time they go up to 50. Our mid-presser goes up to 50, and then after that they go to 100. And our press 1 unit player, they can throw in $11 so they can get paid $50. And then they can, well, I'm going to do it this way. Then they can throw in the $2 or the $1 to get paid $50 again and throw in the red. So that's after 30 rolls without a 7. Now this would be approximately a 30 to 45 minute roll, guys. Doesn't seem like it should be quite that long, but you have to remember that the world record roll was 4.5 hours, and it was less than 160 rolls. So the longer the roll goes, the slower it starts to get, because you have a lot of complex bets, you have a lot of people pressing their stuff up. You probably had people join in as well, which is really annoying, but it happens. So yeah, it's gonna get it's gonna start getting a little bit busy. So this right here is a 30 to 45 minute roll, which is a pretty darn outstanding roll. I do not see a roll like this every single night I work. Absolutely not. I definitely see a few of these throughout the week, but it's not a guarantee to be every single shift or every single day. But I've also had 2 of them occur in one day. I actually had 2 of them occur back to back not too long ago. Alrighty, so let's keep cleaning this up a little bit more. I'm trying to go slow so I don't make any mistakes with it. I tend to start making mistakes when I go too quick on this. Alrighty, so after 30 rolls without a 7, the player that regressed and then started mid-pressing has $734 in front of them. $734 in their rail. On the table, they have, let's see, 100, 200, plus 180. They have $380 on the table. So they have a total of $1,114. $1,114 total. Not bad. They made over $1,000. All right. The mid-presser. The mid-presser has $738 in front of them. And on the table, they have 200, 350. They have $650 on the table for a total of $1,388. So they have $1,388. Okay, this is what we mean when we say the regression strategies put you a beat behind. Now, it doesn't seem like a whole lot until you get further along, and then it will definitely show up, especially against the power presser. Now, the player that is just pressing 1 unit at a time has $702 in front of him. $702. And on the table, they have 60, 130. I have here 48, so plus 96. 130 plus 96, so 126. They have 226. They have $226 in front of them, for a total of $928 combined between their rail and their bets. Guys, that's not bad. That's why I call this such a criminally underrated strategy. They catch a 45-minute roll, and in terms of what they've got money-wise in their rails, the difference between them, a mid-presser, which is the most common betting strategy, and a regressing, and one of the regression strategies, the difference is they've made about $30 less. That's it. Press 1 unit is stupidly strong. People just don't realize it. They have no idea just how underrated this strategy really is. It's crazy. So, all right, so that's 30 rolls without a 7. So stay tuned. We're getting ready to do the 45. I'm going to try and do the 45 and the 60 all in one take, but we'll see how that goes. See you in a few, guys. So here we go. We're going to go for 45 rolls without a 7. So the way it's going to work, the 4 is going to roll 2 more times, while the 10 is going to roll 1 more time. 2 more each for the 5 and 9. And then for the 6, we're going to do 3 more, and we'll do 2 more for the 8, and then we'll catch it up on the 60 rolls. So I'm just going to kind of fly through this one as best I can. So this player is going to throw in the $2, so they can then press themselves up. And the second hit, they press themselves up as well. Because again, a mid-presser in this situation tends to just press. They just go into a press, on the 4 and 10 at least. So for the mid-presser, there we go. Now there are a few exceptions which will come about on the next one. So second hit is going to pay $3.90. Go to 400. And now the press 1 unit player, it's going to get paid $58. Press it up. And then next time around they're going to get paid $68. And they press it up 1 unit. So for the 5 and 9, we said it's going to hit twice each. So this player's in a mid-press situation. First time around, there we go. Second time around, go up to 150. This player, 150. And then 150 is going to pay $210. And likely going to go up to $250 at this point. Now, press 1 unit player. Press 1 unit player can throw in $6 so they can get paid $50 and press it up 1 unit. Now, 40 is going to pay them $56. No need for them to throw anything in because they can just use the red. So the 6 will roll 3 times, as we said. I'm going to see if I can't clean this up real fast. Alright, so 6 will roll 3 times. First time, go to 150. Second time, go to 300. Now this player's in a mid-press situation, so the third time, well, they're just going to go to 450. Whereas the player that's already in the mid-press situation can go to 300. Then they can go to 450. And then the second hit, they can go to 600. Press 1 unit player is going to get paid $56. Did I grab it? Yeah, I did. They're going to go to 54. 54 is going to pay $63. They can throw in $2 because we don't really need it. They paid $65. They go to 60. And then 60 is going to pay $70, of course. Don't want a buck, go to 66. So the 8, as we said, will roll twice. So first time they go to 150. Second time they go to 300. 300. Go to 450. And 48 pays 56. Throw in $2, get paid $6. Actually, they can throw in $12, get paid $75, and press themselves up to 60. So the 9 will roll twice. Go to 75, and then go to 150. You can also go to 1 1/4. Either one will work just fine. 50. And 150 will pay $210. Let me load myself up here. With some more ammunition. So, like I said, it's going to pay $210. Go to 250. And now press 1 unit. Throw in $6, so you can press yourself up 1 and collect the green. And that pays 56. There we go. So the 10's only going to roll once in this situation. So the first time it rolls, the player's going to throw in the $2, collect 50, go to 100. Mid-press player will throw in $5, 200, collect 100. And the press 1 unit player can throw in the $2, and then the next time around they can actually throw in $12. Or I'm sorry, not $12, $7, because it's going to pay $68. So they throw in 12, so they get paid 75, and then they can just throw in the other one. Actually, no, I can get that back and take the 75 back because it's only hitting once. All right, so there we go. This is 45 rolls without a 7, so let me clean all this up. 45 rolls without a 7. We will see where we are at. If you guys notice, I'm sweating a little bit. I am standing in the middle of the garage in the middle of summer, in the middle of the day, in the middle of Nevada. It's a little warm. Okay, it's a lot warm. All right, so let's look at where we are at. So the player that took one hit and regressed down and then went into a mid-press situation is sitting on $1,415 in front of them. $1,415. Now what do they have on the table? Well, they've got 300 here, plus another 300, so that's 600, 900, plus 450. So they have $1,350 in front of them, which means that they have $2,745. $2,745 sitting on the, either on the table or in their rail. Let's look at the mid-presser. Mid-presser has $2,223 in their rail. $2,223. So what do they have on the table? Well, 600 here, plus another 500, that's 1,100. Plus 600, that's 1,700. Plus 450, that's 2,150. 2,150. So the mid-presser has $2,223 in their rack and $2,150 on the rail. That means they have a total of $4,383. $4,383 total. They can take it all down, go home. Boom. Now you see where the mid-presser is really starting to shine. Before it was super close between the regress and mid-press and the mid-presser. Because really the regress player was just a beat behind. But now it's really starting to show through. Now that we're pushing probably 45 minutes without a roll. Now we're probably pushing an hour and 10-minute roll. I see these maybe once every 2 weeks or so. And this is where the mid-presser is definitely making their money. At this point, they have significantly more than anybody else. Almost double if you include what's on the table. Now, this goes over here, doesn't it? So the press one unit player has $1,344. $1,344. So now they are way behind the mid-presser, but they're just a little bit behind the regression player, just a tiniest bit behind the regression player. What do they have on the table? Well, let's see, 45 plus 35 is 80. Plus they've got another 45, plus they've got another 90 here, so that's 170. Plus 60 right here is 230, plus 66, so 296. They have $296 on the table. So they have 1,344 plus 296. So in terms of overall money, they are way behind. As in terms of what they have put in the rail, they are pretty damn close to the other two. Or they're pretty damn close to the regression player. They are pretty far behind the mid-presser, but up to about a 40-45 minute roll, they were right in line with them. So they are doing pretty well. So let's take a look at it going up to 60. Okay, so we're looking at the final 15 rolls of the dice. So the 4 is going to roll one more time. This player can throw in the $2, or $2, the $10, the 2 reds, press up to 400, collect the rest. Now this player would have to throw in $20, just so happens that they have $20. So this is going to be the point most likely where they're not going to go to a full press. They might just go to 750. I mean, why not? There's always a point where the players go to a bet that makes a little bit more sense and is a little bit easier as far as their continued presses go. So the press 1 unit player, they've got $40, so they can throw in $2 to get paid 80. And they can press it up 1 unit, so now they have 45. They can once again throw in the $2 to get paid 90, except that they don't need the $2 because they're only pressing it up once. Sorry, it only hits once. The 5 and 9 are going to roll 2 times each, so we're going to get paid 210 here, go up to 250. So that's the first hit. Second hit is going to get paid 350. This one, you start getting some questions. Some players are going to go up to 400. Some players are going to go up to 500, just collect 100. Let's look at 400, okay? Let's say they go up to 400. Make it easier. So, again, going up to 400. 400 is going to pay 560. Now, this is where you also have a little bit of a quandary. Probably go up to 750. And there we go. Press 1 unit player is going to get paid $56. Press it up 1 unit. Now they get paid 70, and we press it up 1 unit. So the 6 in this situation is going to roll 2 more times, while the 8 is going to roll 3 more times. Okay, so we're at 450 there. So the first time they go up to 600, and the second time they go up to 900. Get some more ammo. Now we've got our mid-presser. So our mid-presser is paid $700. Take it up to $900. Then I get paid $1,050. Take it up to $1,200. That's their 2 hits. Press 1 unit player is going to get paid $77. Throw in. Oops. Then they're going to get paid $84. So let's pay them $85. All right. So 350, go up to 450. 450 pays 5 1/4. Go up to 600. Pays 700. Go up to 9. Mid press player is 450, so we've got 3 hits coming. It's going to get paid 5 1/4. Go to 6. Then going to get paid 700. Go to 9. Then going to get paid 1,050. Go to 1,200. Press 1 unit player. I'm running the green. Let's handle that real quick. Press 1 unit player gets paid $70. And again, presses it up 1 unit. Then they get paid $77. Press it up 1 unit. And then after that, they're going to get paid $84. They go up to 78. All right, so the 9's going to hit twice. 210 goes to 250. $250 pays $350. I'm running out of black. Pays $350. We went to 400. Collect the rest. And Mid presser, 250 pays 350. Going to 400. $400 is going to pay $560. And I believe we went to $750 here. Now the press 1 unit player gets paid $63. We'll just do $65 for 2. $70. Alright, so in this situation, the 10 is going to roll 2 times. So, throw in the $5, press it up, there we go. Throw in the $10, press it up, and collect. Throw in your $10. Press it up. Now it's going to get paid $800 for 20. Let's do $805 for 25. And I believe we went to $750. Because that's a relatively common one that makes sense. So this player can throw in $2. To get paid their $70. Press it up 1 unit. Alright, so now they're at 40, it's going to pay $78. Press it up 1 unit. There we go. Alright, let's clean all this up and let's see how they all did. So we are talking 60 rolls without a 7. So we're pushing an hour and a half or so. Hour and a half, coming up on possibly even 2 hours. This is what you call a long ass roll. Alrighty, 60 rolls without a 7. Super, super, super long roll. The player that took a hit, then regressed down, so they started at a higher level, then they took their hit, and then they regressed down. They are sitting on $4,260. $4,260. What do they have on the table? They have $800, $1,600, $3,400. They have $3,400 on the table. So that gives them a grand total of $7,660. $7,660 between what they have on the table, or in the rack, and on the table. So they started out with $160 across, regressed down, they have over $7,000. Let's look at the mid presser. So the mid presser started out with 96 across, and they have $6,768 in their rail. $6,768 in their rail. What do they have on the table? They got $1,500 just right here, plus another $1,500. That's $3,000 plus $2,400. So they have $5,400 on the table. So $6,768 and $5,400. That means that the mid-press player has over $12,000 total available to them between their rack and their bets. If they took it all down, they have over $12,000, whereas the regression player has over $7,000. Now let's look at the pressing 1 unit. The pressing 1 unit player has $1,928. $1,928. On the table they have 90 plus 110 is 200. Plus, let's see, 250, 356. They have $356 on the table. So they have a little over $2,000 total between what they have in their rail and what they have on the table. They have a little over $2,000 available to them. Now, we talk about how the press 1 unit is criminally underrated, and it is. And as you can see through the 15 rolls and the 30 rolls out of 7, it's right up there. It is competing with the mid press. It is competing with the regression style player. So there you guys go. Next, we're going to take a look at the iron cross, the player that starts at the same thing, 96 across, but this time they press once, then regress back down, and then go into a mid press. And we're going to look at the well-known power press. So stay tuned, guys. It's coming right up. Welcome back, guys, and here we go with the next 3 strategies. We're going to do the iron cross, which is going to, I guess I can take most of this stuff out. Set this up before I even look. We're going to do the iron cross. We are going to do the press 1 and then regress and then go to a mid press, and then we're going to do the power press. So let's get started. So we'll start with the 2 and the 3 for the iron cross players. So they're going to make 30 bucks. Then we're going to go to the press and regress. So first they're going to press it up. So we'll power press up. Oops, they get their $2. And then they're going to regress. So they throw in their $2. They get paid 80 bucks because it's going to hit twice in this case, and once for the 10, and then we'll catch all that up on the 30 rolls. And then we've got the power presser. So the power presser is going to throw in the $3, so they are negative $3, and they go up to 45. Second time around, they're going to throw in $2 more, so they're negative 5. They get 90 bucks. Let's see what they have to work with. Got 135 to work with. Easiest thing to do is to go to 1 1/4. So now they're up $5. All right, so moving on to the 5. So the iron cross player is going to make $11 twice, so they make 22 bucks. And the power presser goes all the way up. And then they get paid $50 and they regress back down. And now the power presser. So the power presser go all the way up. And the second time, they will go all the way up. Easy. So for the 6, in this case, the 6 rolls 3 times while the 8 rolls twice. All right. Sorry if I'm looking down most of the time, but I've got to check the notes and make sure I don't miss anything. So the 6 will roll 3 times, 8 will roll twice. That means that the iron cross player will make $33. So we'll give him 35 for 2. And now the power presser, the first time around, goes up to 36. Next time around, they're going to get paid $42. And they're going to go to 18. Press, regress. Power press up, regress down. Power presser, however, will go up to, more than likely, throw in the $3 to go up to 42. So they're up $2. That's the first hit. Second hit, they collect $1 and they go to 90. Third hit, they get paid 105, probably going up to 180, or probably going to get to 180. 198 is just a little bit of a pain. And they're not going to throw in and go up to 210. So 180. Now we go to the 8. Going to make $22 for the iron cross player. The presser will collect a 3 here, go up to 36, and then they get paid $42. They go to 18. So they have power pressed up, then they have regressed. Power presser goes to 42, doing that the long way. Second time around, they go to 90. And they are done. They might need those ones, so we'll go ahead and keep that there. Iron Cross player come the 9 will make $20. The press up, power press up, and then regress goes to 36 the first time. Second time, they go to 15. Power presser goes all the way up to 36. Then they go up to 86. And now we get to the 10. So in this case, it only rolls once, so $10 for the Iron Cross player. The press it up. We'll throw in the $3. So they power press themselves up to 45. Then they're going to throw in the $2. Get paid their 90 and come down to $15. Power presser. Those in the $3. Let me give myself some more ammo. Those in the $3. It goes to 45. We said this was only going to hit one time, so this player went from 15 up to what, 45? So they got paid 90. So first off, let's put it back at 45. They got paid $88. Let's pull that out because I only rolled once and I paid them twice. All right, so there we go. That's, well, wait, I'm sorry. The 11 will roll once. 12 is not going to roll at all because we did the 2 the first time around. So it's because we did the 2 and the 3. Those are the 3 hits. Once for the 2, twice for the 3. And I'm sorry, the 11 will, oh no. Once for the 2, once for the 3. Yeah, that paid them the $30. So there we go. After 15 rolls without a 7, I know I'm doing this one a little bit quicker. I'm trying to do it in less takes. The Iron Cross player is sitting on $152. 152, and they have their 61 actions sitting on the table, which is what they're always going to have. So the Iron Cross player has $213 between the rail and what they have on the table. The power press and then regress and then switch to a mid press has a little over $300. They have $370 on the table, or in their rack. On the table they have 45, 60, 90, plus 36, 126. They have $126. So they have $496 between what they have on the rack, or what they have in their rack, and what they have on the table. The power presser has a whopping $12, which is pretty impressive. Usually power pressers don't have anything. They have a whopping $12. They have 150, 195. There's 86 twice, which is 172. So 172, 272, 277, 367. 367 plus 90 is 457 plus 180. So 457, 557, 637, $637. So the player doing the power press has $12 in the rack and $637 on the table for $649, $649. So in terms of overall money, if everyone took their bets down, maybe they got ticked off at the dealers or something, everyone took all their bets down, power presser has the most money. 7 outcomes right now, the player that power pressed then regressed down has the most money. The Iron Cross player is right in the middle. So let's check the time on the camera. Okay, I'm going to fly through real fast and see if I can't get the next set of rolls. All right. So the 3 is going to roll one more time, so we're going to go ahead and give $10 to the Iron Cross player. Then we move on to the 4, which is going to roll once. It's going to roll once. It's going to pay 27. This player goes into a mid-press scenario, so they go up to 25. Now we have a $7 vig right here, and it's going to pay 300. $7 vig pays 300. Go to 400. Go to 400. Keeps it nice and easy. The 5 is going to roll 2 more times. That means that the Iron Cross player is going to make $22. 27 for 5. The Regress player is now in a mid-press situation, so the first time they go to 36, and the second time they go to 50. And the power presser. Power presser is at 86, so they're going to get paid $120. And now you look at what you've got to work with. Keep in mind that you want to keep it as simple as possible. What's the simplest thing you can do? Go to 200. Go to 200. Keep it nice and simple. Otherwise, you'd have to throw in quite a bit to really get to anything that makes sense, such as 250. So you're just going to go up to 200, and you're going to chill out right there. So that was one hit. So the second hit is going to pay $280. Now, this is the spot where a power presser is very likely going to throw in money and take the entire bet up to 500. Because again, they are power pressing. They are going for it. So, sorry, I'm getting a runny nose. All right. Now we go on to the 6. So 6 is going to roll twice. 6 is going to roll twice. So the iron cross player, we're going to give them 25 and 3. We go to the regress and then mid press. So first off, they mid press it up. Second time, they mid press it again. And they go to 42. Meanwhile, we've got the power presser who's getting paid $210. And what do they have? They have $390. They have $390. Going to 360. Could go to 390, but 390 is kind of an oddball bet. So it's perfectly proper, but it's kind of an oddball bet. So not too likely to do it from there. So 360 is going to pay $420. $420. Let's do $425 for 5. Actually, let's give ourselves purple. What do we have? We've got $780. Just go to 600. Just go to 600, cut a little bit, because the power press, no matter what you do, you need 2 more hits to get to 2400, no matter what you do. So might as well just stop right there. Collect a little bit. It's the whole idea behind the power press is to reach table max as fast as possible. We're treating this with a $2,000 maximum bet, so they're looking to get to $2,400. No way that they power press without throwing in a whole lot more money is going to speed up and take an entire roll out of it. No matter what they do, they cannot reach 2400 the next roll, no matter what they press. So they're just going to press the 600. Then they go to 12 and then 24. So the iron cross player on the 8, the 8 will roll 3 times this time to catch it up. So it's going to make $33 for the iron cross player. Power press then regress. That player is now in the mid press scenario. So first hit. Second hit, go to 42. Something tells me I missed a hit over here, so I'm going to do that one as well, because these guys should be even. So then he goes to 60, and this should have been at 60 as well. And now we are looking at the power presser. So the power presser is at $90 right now. So they have 180. They have 205 to work with. 205 to work with. They have 100 and, well, they have 195 to work with. 195. 180 is decent, or they could throw in more money and go to 210. Can't remember what I did with this one, so we're going to leave it right there, 180. Because 180 is going to pay 210. And if I recall, we went to 360. And 360 is going to pay 420. So let's pay 525 for 105. Make it so I don't have to get as much change. And they press up to 600. There we go. Power presser has completed that. So we get to the 9. 9 is going to roll twice. So iron cross player gets 20 bucks, 25 for 5. Mid press player, first time around, goes to 36, which means they would have collected $10. Oh no, they went all the way up. So 36, yep. Next time around, they go to 50. Now we've got the power press player getting paid $120. Work Here they go, 200. 200 and collect the rest. 200 is going to pay 280. And we have 480. Fill in 20 more, so 500. So the 10, in this scenario, the 10 will roll 2 times. That catches it up to the 4. Oh yeah, I was wondering why the excuse me, I don't really know. I was wondering why the 10 was so off the wall. I forgot it only hit once, so this player has not regressed back down yet. They will soon. So first we've got the Iron Cross player. They're going to make $20, so we'll give them 5 for 5. Then we've got the regression player. So they can throw in the $2. Actually, why don't they just throw in $12 to collect 100? Go down to 15, which is the table minimum. That's the first hit. The second hit will go to a quarter. Now we've got the power presser. Power presser can throw in their $2. Actually, they can also throw in $10 for 100. And where should they go? 1 1/4. Second hit, they can throw in the $7 to get paid $250. Add a quarter to it, go to 400. There we go. So, after 30 rolls without a 7, which is probably about a 45-minute roll or so, somewhere right around there, let's clean this up and we will take a look and see where everybody is at. Alrighty, so the Iron Cross player is sitting on $279. $279 in their rack. They still have their 61 action on the table, so that's pretty much all they've got. They're sitting on $330, $340. The power press up and then regress down player is sitting on $720 in their rack. $720 in their rack. Let's see what they have on the table. 50, 150. Plus 120 is $270. They have $270 on the table. So grand total amount that they have is $990. This player has $990 to experiment with. The power press player has $394 in their rack. On the table they have $800, $1,800, $3,000. They have $3,000 on the table. So the power press player has $394, but they have $3,000 on the table. So if they were to get ticked off, everyone would get ticked off, take their money down, and go to the cage. The power press player would have the most at almost $3,400, almost $3,400, whereas the power press then regress down player would have the second most at just under $1,000. And then we've got the Iron Cross player that's sitting on a little over $300. Guys, we've mentioned this before. The Iron Cross is a terrible, terrible system unless you were doing presses, mid-press, expand out, then mid-press, power press, whatever it may be, in which case you might as well just start off going across and then press it up. You're just putting yourself even further behind. But it's still a super popular strategy thanks to the internet, honestly. So yeah, there you go. We've got the Iron Cross, power press regress to a mid-press, and the power press for 15 rolls and 30 rolls without a 7. Next, we're going to go ahead and do the 45 rolls and possibly the 60 rolls if I can pull it off all in one take. So stay tuned. Here it comes. Hi guys, welcome back to my birthday episode as we deal with the Iron Cross, the power press, then regress, then mid-press. I'm just going to call it the mid-press from now on, and the power press. Looking at 45 and 60 rolls without a 7. I'm going to try and fly through it as best I can. So the 2 and the 3, we're looking at 2 more times each. So that'd be $30. $30 to the Iron Cross player. So the mid-press player, they don't have $1 to throw in, but they can certainly throw in 5. So they go up to 50. Then they throw in 2, go to 100. Because the 4 is going to roll 2 times in this scenario. It's 1.5 times. We'll do 2 for the 4, 1 for the 10. So now we're looking at the power presser. $20 big, so they throw in $5. They get paid their $800 or $1,000 for 200 because they're going to go to 1,000. There really isn't a scenario that allows them to get to table max right away. So they're just going to go halfway, collect some, and the next roll they'll be at table max. So now the 5. The 5 is going to roll 2 more times. That's $22. We'll give them 25 for 3 for the iron cross player. For the mid-press player, they're going to get paid $70. Now the next time around, instead of going to 150 like we did last time, we're just going to go to 1 1/4. Also very, very common mid-press bet. And next time around, first hit for the power presser, they just go up to 1,000. Second hit for the power presser, they go up to table max. They are now at table max. Power presser is at table max on the 5. Now we go to the 6. In this scenario, it hits 3 times. 2.5 times. 3 here, 2 there. So 3 times over here means $33. Mid-press player goes up to 90. First hit. Second hit goes up to 150. He pays 210. Third hit, go to 300. And now we've got the power press player. So the power press player is going to collect 100, go to 1,200. Then they're going to collect 200. They're going to go to 2,400. Then the third time around, third hit, 24 pays 28. They just collect 3,000 for 200 because they are at table max. Now the 8 rolls twice, so the iron cross player gets $22. Try and keep this clean as I go as best I can. Mid-press player goes from 60 to 90. Then from 90 to 150. Power press player collects 100. Goes to 12, then collects 200. Goes to 24, and then they are at a dead stop. The 9 will roll 2 times, so iron cross player will receive 22. We'll give him 27 for 5. Mid-press player goes up to 75. And then after that, goes up to 1 1/4. Only problem with, one of the big problems with this, with all of our equipment here, aside from how old some of it is, and the fact that I bought some of it used, such as the original camera, is that these chips are remarkably clean in comparison to a casino. So they don't stick. They're very, very, very slick, which gives me some issues, as you guys are noticing. All right, so we're going to look at the power press player. Power press player, first time around, is going to collect $200. They're going to go to 1,000. Next time around, we go to 2,000. So now we're at the 10. The 10 is going to roll once in this scenario, so the iron cross player gets $10. The mid-press player goes up to 50. The power press player can go and throw in their $20 to get their 800. We'll do 1,000 for 2, go up to 1,000, boom, done. So in this scenario, the 11 will roll once, the 12 will roll 0 times, so the iron cross player gets their $10, and that is it. Let's go ahead and clean tighten that up a little bit. All right, so that is 45 rolls without a 7. We're talking an hour and 15-minute roll or longer. Iron Cross player is sitting on $428 in their rail in profit, plus there's $61 in action. So they have a total of just under $500 to play with. So again, you see the weakness of the Iron Cross. Whereas the Power Press, Regress, and then Mid Press player has $1,246 in front of them. $1,246 in front of them. And on the table, they have $300, $400, $450, plus 1, $600. They have $900. So they are sitting on $1,246 plus $900. So they actually have $2,146 total that they can play with. What about the Power Presser? Well, the Power Presser is sitting on $5,354. $5,354. And on the table, they have $2,000, $6,000, $84, $10,800. They have $10,800. So the Power Press player, after an hour and 15-minute roll, they are sitting on over $16,000, starting at $96 across. Yes, I've seen players that play the Power Press. I've seen players that catch monster rolls. I've seen players make it to this kind of bet with a $100 buy-in. It does happen. Right? There's not that many Power Presses out there, but when they catch that roll, ooh, do they catch that roll. Okay, I think I have enough time to fly through in this take and make it to the 60 rolls. So for this last set of rolls, the 2 will not roll, but the 3 will. So they get $10 for the Iron Cross player. So now the 4. So the 4, mid-press player throws in 5, goes to 200. Then they throw in 10, goes to 400. Power Press player throws in $50, goes up to table max. Then after that, they're going to throw in $100. Actually, they might as well throw in $1,100 because they're at table max, so they can't go any higher on their bets. Yes, there's a few other things they could do. They could double park with come bets if the casino allows them to, but we're just dealing with the place bets. So now we get to the 5 and 9. It's going to roll twice. So $22 for the Iron Cross player. The mid-press player here would get paid $175. Pay $200 for 25, go to 200. I know we're doing a slightly different mid-press than the last set of mid-presses. That's because there are a couple different ways to do it, so I figured why not show it to you guys. So now they're going to get paid $280. Go to $350. And now we've got the Power Press player. They're going to get paid $5,600. You get paid $2,800 twice, so $5,600. $5,600. So now we move on to the 6. So the 6 is in this scenario rolls twice. That means that the Iron Cross player makes $22. Now we get to our mid-press player. They go up to $450. First time, second time, they go up to $600. So that is our mid-press player. So now our Power Press player. Power Press player is already at table max, so they get another $5,600 for the 2 hits on the 6. $5,600. Let's look at the 8. 8 is going to hit 3 times, so we're looking at $33. We'll do $35 for 2 for the Iron Cross player. Hey, look, they finally made it up to a purple. And now we look at the 8 for the mid-press player. So a couple different areas they can go. I want to show you guys different presses. So in this one, we're going to go to 210. And then after that, you can go up to 450. And then after that, 600. And there's your 3 hits. It's a slightly different press than the last one. But just as fun and just as common. Like all these mid presses are fairly common, every single one of them. So we're looking at 3 hits on a table max for the power presser, 2400, which pays 2800, so 2 hits is 5600. I'll just break this down for you. 5600 plus 2800. So let's look at the 9. 9's going to hit twice. That means that the iron cross player makes $22. Mid-press player. Oops, got the wrong color. Mid-press player, first hit. Second hit pays $280. Go to $350. That's 2 hits. And now, the power press player. 2 hits, so they get $5,600. Because, again, they are already at table max. Move on to the 10. So the 10 is going to hit, in this scenario, the 10 will hit 2 times. So the iron cross player makes it $20. The mid-press player would need to throw in 5, 103, and throw in 5. There we go. Power press player can throw in $50. Throw in $50. Go up to 2,000, and the second hit they throw in $100. Because they are at table max and just get paid. So now the 11 in this scenario rolls once and the 12 rolls once. That is $40 to the iron cross player. And that's it. So now we have completed 60 rolls without a 7. Let's see where everybody is at. 60 rolls without a 7. So this is an hour-and-a-half long roll, maybe longer. We're looking at the iron cross player sitting on $597 in their rack. $597. Excuse me while I write this down. With their 597, put it in the wrong spot. With their $61 in on the table. Then we're looking at our power press up, then regress down player, and then mid press. They have $3,179. $3,179. On the table, they have $400, $600, plus $700. That's $1,300, plus $1,200. So they have $2,500 on the table. So they've got almost $5,700 total between what they have on the rack and what they have on the table. Almost $5,700. That's not bad. It's pretty good. The power press player. Power press player has 10, 20, 30, $40,254. $40,254. And on the table, they have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, $12,800. So after an hour-and-a-half roll, the power presser would be sitting on $40,000 in the rail, plus another $12,800. They would be looking at a little over $43,000 total, starting at 96 across. Let's look at everybody. So the power presser, over $50,000, starting with $100. Power press up, then regress down player would be looking at just over $5,000, over $5,600, just shy of $5,700. Iron cross player hasn't even made $1,000 yet. What about the regress after 1 hit? The player started with 160 across, regress down after 1 hit per number, and then mid-pressed it up. He's got $4,260 plus $3,400 in the rail, so $7,600. $7,600. Let's see. Which actually puts him ahead of the power press up, regress down and then mid-press. So regressing after one hit, you're starting out at a higher level, regressing after one hit, and then going to the mid-press. The reason for that is because you're not that beat behind. What about the mid-press? The mid-press is at over $13,000. Over $13,000 combined, which puts them in a solid number 2 position currently. And the press 1 unit player would be at about $2,300. So power press, then mid-press, and then some of your regression strategies that all those are mid-press strategies that are 1 to 2 beats behind. That's all they are. So there you guys go. I hope you guys find this interesting, illuminating, enlightening, just plain fun. I hope I'm able to edit this properly because I've got one camera giving me the sound, another camera giving me the table. I'm going to see if I can stitch this up together. Figured I'd do something different for my birthday. Thank you everybody for joining me for my birthday. I appreciate it very much. We will catch you guys next time. Bye now.